What's up, everyone? It's Mohsen from Embedded NextGen. We're gonna play Metroid Prime Remastered Edition on Nintendo Switch, and let's have a little chat about Xbox going third party. What do you all think about this? So, I'm gonna give you my thoughts so far of the rumors that Xbox is bringing Game Pass to PlayStation and Nintendo probably. But we have to consider that this is still a rumor. So maybe it's not yet time to panic, and who knows, maybe if it comes to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, maybe that's just the limited edition of Game Pass on Nintendo or PlayStation consoles. So, what might happen, in my opinion, is that Microsoft is gonna rebrand Game Pass to Microsoft Gaming. I think that was also rumored, but I think that one is more legit. Rebranding it to Microsoft Gaming and bringing a limited version of Game Pass or Microsoft Gaming to Nintendo Switch, the Switch 2, and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. So Nintendo and PlayStation platforms. And in this limited version, in this downscaled service, they can maybe bring some of the games that were already headed to be third party, like Hi-Fi Rush and maybe Indiana Jones and some other Bethesda games. And of course, we know Activision, they paid a lot of money for the Activision deal to acquire Activision Blizzard King. Some of those games will be coming to that service, so it will be a somewhat limited version of Microsoft Gaming or Xbox Game Pass. As you all know, Nintendo and PlayStation already have their own Game Pass type of deals. Nintendo Online with the expansion pack, and we have Sony's PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Collection. So we already have that on those platforms. So it makes no sense for them to allow Microsoft to place their game service with its full catalog on Nintendo's and PlayStation's consoles. So if they downscale it to a limited version with some third-party games that were already gonna be headed to these consoles, like Call of Duty, maybe Diablo, maybe in the future some of the games of Blizzard, some of the games of Activision, and some of the games of ZeniMax, like Doom. Those games, it makes sense to put them on PlayStation and Nintendo in a limited Game Pass type of service, calling it Microsoft Gaming. So that is how I see it so far. I don't see uh, possibility for putting all the catalog of Xbox on PlayStation. As you know, PC also has Game Pass, and the PC version has more PC type of games with some of the other Xbox console exclusives. But PC, as far as I know, has different games as well that are suited for PC. So it makes sense for Xbox, in this case Microsoft, to put this Microsoft gaming service on Nintendo and maybe put Minecraft and some of the other games like Call of Duty in the future on Nintendo Switch, as well as PlayStation. Would it make sense? I think they will do that. They will do that, and uh, I think I think that's pretty possible. I don't think that's impossible, like some say, and I don't think that will be doom and gloom. But the problem here for Microsoft in general is that it's putting all its exclusives and um, maybe third-party games in the future on PC as well. I think that's a bigger problem. Every game, almost every game of Microsoft is available on PC, and it's in better resolution, better frame rate, better settings, better features. I think that's a bigger problem. It makes no sense to do that. But if they do something of this nature, a limited version of Microsoft gaming on PlayStation and Nintendo consoles, I think that might even make sense because they just paid more than 80 billion, not million, for Activision and Blizzard King. So they have to sell some more third-party games. They have to make some more gains, some more profit in this case, to get that money back. And that's maybe the main problem facing Microsoft at the moment: paying money, buying all these studios, but not getting more revenue than they expected. I think that's the main problem. And going third party in a limited way on Nintendo and PlayStation might get that money back to a certain extent. I don't think all of it, but to a certain extent. It makes sense for games like Doom, for Call of Duty, Minecraft, maybe Hi-Fi Rush even though that's a single player game. I would hate it to be available on PlayStation or Nintendo because it made sense for that game to be exclusive. But I don't know, I can't really judge. It's also a game that has a cel-shaded art style, and it's more gameplay story driven, so I think Nintendo gamers will love it, and maybe even PlayStation gamers. It's a game from a Japanese studio. It's awesome. I played that game 10 out of 10 without a question. But when it comes to games of Activision, especially Call of Duty, that makes sense. So why not put it on a gaming service in a limited way and make it available on on a PlayStation in this case, and Nintendo Switch? So let me know what you think about all this. I guess we will know soon enough. Next week, Microsoft will have its game business update event, and I'm curious what they will say. And maybe it is just what I mentioned, but the main problem for Xbox in the future will putting all these games, even if it's limited, even if it's a game that makes sense to be third party, will it hurt the Xbox brand in the future or not? When it comes to Call of Duty, I don't think so. When it comes to games like Gears of War and Halo, hell no. I think that will hurt Xbox a lot. They shouldn't do that. Maybe even in the case of Forza, it doesn't make much sense to keep it exclusive. It's already on PC. But when it comes to games like Halo, when it comes to games like Gears of War, it makes sense to keep it exclusive on the Xbox console. Don't even bring it to PC. Maybe have it in a timed exclusive kind of way on the console for 1 year, like Sony does with its exclusives, and bring it back to PC. Bring it to PC later on. So, rambled enough, talked a lot about all this stuff. Let me know what you think about all this. Do you think it makes sense for Xbox to make a limited gaming service available on PlayStation and Nintendo? And what games do you think it makes sense to bring to Sony and PlayStation? What games? What games are you thinking about? Doom, Call of Duty, but of course not all, because if you bring all the Xbox IPs, especially the exclusive ones on the console, on the Nintendo and PlayStation consoles, then yeah, that would devalue Xbox IPs. So let me know what you think about this. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.